Welcome everybody to Simmons Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin for today's Pit Spitter coverage of Traverse City and Kenosha. The Pit Spitters at 8-7, tied in second place in the Great Lakes East standings with their opponent here in this one, the Kenosha Kingfish. Kenosha took the win last night 9-7. Traverse City got themselves down in a big hole early, tried to battle back, had the tying run up on base in the 8th and 9th innings, but couldn't complete the comeback, fell 9-7. Here in this one, a doubleheader, game one, underway. A very hot one out here. The Pit Spitters will look to back into the win column. Their 6-game win streak snapped yesterday. Marshall Toole, one of the best players from yesterday's loss, has been promoted to the leadoff hitter. Toole last night was hitting in the 6th hole, but he reached base 4 of his 5 at-bats with 2 hits. Made some fantastic defensive plays as well. And in his first at-bat, hits a slow chopper to short. That's going to be a tough play, and Toole with his speed is going to beat it out for an infield hit. Traverse City is in the hit column here early. First batter reaching base safely. Same thing that they did yesterday. Christian Beal, who's getting game 1 off, will likely be in the lineup for game 2. He started the game off with the base hit. So runner on first, Marshall Toole's got a lot of speed. Pit Spitters are facing Clark Candiotti. Candiotti in 3 appearances, a 1-0 record. Got a 1.13 ERA, but has 2 straight scoreless appearances. He's getting 2 runs on the season. Both came in his first appearance. First pitch to Jake Smallwood, the designated hitter, is up and away. Smallwood hit his 2nd home run of the season yesterday in the loss, a solo home run in the 5th inning. It made the game 7-2. Kenosha would score 2 runs, make it 9-2, and then Traverse City would score 5 in a row, but leave the tying run on base in the 8th and then again in the 9th. Smallwood was the tying run in the 8th inning. He singled with 1 out, put runners on the corners, but the Pit Spitters left both of those runners stranded. Got a 1-0 count. Toole off of first. Toole takes off. Pitches a ball. Throw down is deemed in time. Toole is going to be caught stealing. That's the first time this season that Marshall Toole has been thrown out trying to steal a bag. Thrown out by Gage Williams, the catcher from Wichita State. So 2-0 count to Smallwood. Now no one on base. Big swing and a miss. Chase went a little low. Not a good 2-0 swing. Now 2-1. Smallwood with 2 hits yesterday. Little chopper to third. Play made by Taylor Darden. And in time for the 2nd out. So Marshall Toole singled to start the game. Was caught stealing. And then Smallwood grounds out to third. So no one on. 2 outs for Camden Traficante, the shortstop from Stetson. Traficante in the game yesterday had 1 hit in 3 at-bats, and he walked twice. He walked to lead off the 9th inning, down by 2, but was left stranded on base. First pitch from Candiotti in this at-bat is a little off the plate. Jack Berry, home plate umpire, was at first yesterday. Crew rotates clockwise, so now he is calling balls and strikes. Traff holds on what looked like another changeup. Count 2-0. Try to get a good pitch to hit here. And he leaves a fastball upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes to Trafficante. Likely get the red light take sign and try to work a 2-out walk with Jared Miller on deck. There's the first strike, a fastball that comes across the zone. But still a good count for Traff. 3 balls and a strike. A hitter's count. Candiotti's 3-1. Up and in, and Trafficante will work his 3rd walk of the series. Two-out base runner for Traverse City. After the walk, Jared Miller, the batter, see if they can put together a little 2-out, small little rally. They struck first yesterday in the first inning, but Kenosha answered with 2 runs and then would never relinquish the lead. Jared Miller, no hits, 0 for 4. Only the 2nd game he's been held hitless. Miller started his Pittsburgh season with a 9-game hitting streak. Saw that hitting streak snapped in the final game of the Rockford series and was hitless yesterday as well. He's looking for his first hit in a few days. Gets a breaking ball strike. Looks like Miller thought it was a little high, maybe inside. Jack Berry, the home plate umpire, gave Candiotti the call. It's 1 ball and a strike. Trafficante off of first. Candiotti deals outside, fastball away. 2 balls and a strike. Miller did knock in that opening run yesterday, a ground out, fielder's choice. Scored Christian Beal from first. 2-1. And he misses out. Well, he gets the strike call. That was a couple inches off the plate. Similar strike zone as yesterday's home plate umpire, given pitches off the outside corner. Now the count's 2-2. And Candiotti, his 2-2 pitch. Misses well outside, so on a full count, 3-2 with 2 outs, Trafficante will be moving with the pitch, get a head start. If Miller can get a ball in a gap, should be able to score him. Another ball would bring in another hitter. Here's the full count. Payoff pitch to Miller, and he foul tips a fastball. Got a great pitch to hit and just got a piece of it. So we'll get another full count pitch. Trafficante moving from first. Miller at the plate. Candiotti on the mound. A payoff. 3-2, 2-out pitch. And first to pick off over. Candiotti checking on Trafficante. Miller set in the box here. Candiotti comes set. And another pick over. And Traff diving back in safe. See if we get the 3-2 now. Candiotti set. And his payoff. And Miller chases a fastball nowhere near the strike zone. Outside, and down go the Pittsburghers. They get a leadoff single and a walk. No runs in the inning, though. We go to the bottom of the first here at Simmons Field on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Radio, bottom of the first. Pittsburgh's got a leadoff hit and a 2-out walk, but failed to get the first run of the game. So we're here at zeros in the bottom half of the inning. The Kingfish are going to have their same leadoff batter as yesterday, Drake Vernado. He's going to face Mason Patel, a righty, a sophomore from Georgia State University. Patel got a no decision in his first start. He went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. First pitch he throws a fastball low and away, ball 1. Start his night. Down 2-0 against Kalamazoo. Patel gave up 2 runs in the first inning. The first inning of his season. The first 5 batters he faced all got hits. Gave up 2 runs, but only 1 hit through the next 4 innings. He finished 5 strong. Gets ahead, or evens the count, I should say, at 2 balls and 2 strikes with a changeup. The coaches at Georgia State have said he's got one of the best changeups, maybe the best in the program. And he doesn't throw it here. It throws a fastball perfectly spotted on the outside corner. Mason Patel starts his night with a strikeout of Drake Vernado, and there's 1 away. Gets the first out. Parker Stinson, the center fielder. from Indiana State. Flies one to shallow right field. Coming on is Trey Truitt, the third, and he makes a long running catch for the second out. Truitt in right field. Got the day off yesterday. He's been getting days off pretty regularly because of his wrist. He had surgery on it in the off season and had to take a medical redshirt year at NC State. But he makes his presence felt immediately. A very long running catch in right. Retires Stinson on one pitch. Now Jacob Tobias, the DH from Arizona State, had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in the Kenosha win yesterday. Takes a first pitch fastball for a strike. Tobias was the cleanup hitter yesterday. Hit a 2-run homer with 2 outs in the first to give Kenosha their lead. And it's a lead that they would not give up. They would add to it. And then Traverse City tried to make a comeback. They scored 5 straight runs late in the game, but not enough. They fell 9-7. Patel with a fastball gets a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tobias here. Tried that changeup. Tobias held up on it. Tobias' home run opposite field to left into the short porch, the fish bowl, out in left field. Count even, 2-2, 2 outs. And Patel dots the inside corner, gets his second strikeout of the inning, both looking. And it's a 1-2-3 first for the righty from Georgia State. On to the second we go. Dallas Duarte will lead it off when we return on Pitts Bitters Radio. Welcome back to Pitts Bitters Radio. Top of the second inning. It is scoreless, 0-0. The Pitts Bitters put on 2 base runners in the first, but at different times. A leadoff single, and then Marshall Toole was caught stealing, and then a 2-out walk, but no runs. Different story in the bottom half. Mason Patel went 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. Here in the second, Dallas Duarte leads off a soft chopper. That's going to be a tough play for the pitcher. And he's able to make an athletic throw falling towards the third base side. And a good scoop by Westcott at first is going to retire Duarte to kick off the inning. That was a very tough play. Great play to start the inning. Now, Hunter Tabb is in. Hunter Tabb had 2 hits in the loss yesterday. Both singles. Was 2 for 5. Gets ahead 2 balls, no strikes to Candiotti. Rips one down the right side towards the corner. It's a fair ball. Going to drop in safely. Tab on his horse. And he's going to slide in safely with a 1-out double. Hunter Tab going opposite field, shooting the 2-0 pitch to right. Gets a 1-out double. And the Pittsbitters are a hit away from striking first here in this doubleheader, game 1. First extra base hit for Hunter Tab. Puts him in position for Trey Truitt the third. Truitt, the right fielder, had the day off yesterday. Here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Might play game 2. If not, then he'll be back in the lineup tomorrow for the final game of the 4-game series. First pitch from Candiotti is away. So Candiotti, his first 2 appearances of the season, went 5 innings and 7 innings and didn't allow an earned run. His most recent start against Battle Creek on June 10th, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 walks, and 2 earned runs. Had 4 strikeouts. And the Pittsbitters are looking to strike first here in this one. 2-0 count for Truitt. Same count Tab doubled on. And Truitt a huge hack on 2-0. And came up empty, swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and a strike. Still a hitter's count for Trey. Two-one from Candiotti, and Truitt will foul it straight back. Two balls, 2 strikes to Trey Truitt. In Truitt's last game, he was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Looking for an RBI hit here. 2-2 pitch from Candiotti. And Truitt goes after a slider at his back foot and goes down swinging. That is the pitch that's been working against this Pittsbitter lineup. They crush fastballs, but you throw breaking balls, and they just continue to chase them. They did it so often yesterday, and it was a reason that they left 11 on base in big spots with runners in scoring position. Kenosha was able to get strikeouts as they kept chasing sliders outside off the plate. Now I'll take a 2-out hit to bring in the run. Cody Holtink, the batter. Takes a first pitch fastball for a strike, a foot off the plate. Freshman from Michigan back in the lineup. And now he takes a fastball right down the chute. 0-2. Holtzink was 1 for 3 with a walk in his last start against Rockford on Monday. Got a 0-2 pitch here with 2 away. Candiotti deals. Holtink takes a high fastball for ball 1. Ball and 2 strikes. Candiotti to Holtink, runner at second. And the pitch. And there's the slider chasing it out of the zone once again. Undisciplined hitters here in the series. 3 strikeouts for Candiotti. Another runner left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the second. Mason Patel back to work after a 1-2-3 first inning with 2 strikeouts. He'll face 4, 5, 6 in the Kingfish order. Taylor Darden, the third baseman, first man up, takes a ball low from Patel to start the inning. Darden was 2 for 5 in the win yesterday, with both being singles. He hits one sharply to left field here on a line. Brendan Summerhill in the lineup makes the catch. Got a good read on the line ball and one away. Brendan in the lineup. Colin not in the lineup. So only one Summerhill per game here so far in the doubleheader. There's been, I believe, only 2 games where both brothers have shared the starting lineup. This one's ripped to short. Traficante makes a great grab, a one-hop into the glove, sliding backhand catch. And he makes the throw across to first in time. What a fantastic play. So 2 away for Patel here in the second inning. That ball was smoked off the bat of Drake Westcott, but Traficante made a beautiful backhanded play to get the out. Now Anthony Mangano is in with 2 outs. Nobody aboard. Mangano was 0 for 1 in 3 plate appearances yesterday. He did walk twice and then was pinch or defensive replacement. Later in the game, Parker Stinson took his spot. One ball, 2 strikes to Mangano. And rips one through the left side. Traficante can't make a play on that one. The first hit for the Kingfish. A 2-out single will continue the inning. The single brings in Nick Iannatone, the right fielder from Eastern Tennessee State University, was not in the lineup yesterday. In the lineup today. Takes a fastball strike from Patel. Two-out single from Mangano. Kingfish trying to get something rolling with 2 away here in the inning. As Patel misses outside, now 1-1. Ball and a strike. Runner on first. And Patel deals. And it's fouled straight back off the screen. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Patel struck out 2 batters in the first inning. They were both looking strikeouts. See if Patel can get a 3rd K and end the second. It is 1-2. He did throw the changeup, and Iannatone spoiled it and sent it out of play. Another 1-2 pitch. Patel deals, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. All looking. He got an outside fastball called for strike 3. The 2-out base runner will go for naught as we go to the 3rd inning. Scoreless here at Simmons Field on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back. Pittsburgh Radio, top of the third. We are scoreless here. Both pitchers with 3 strikeouts through their first 2 innings of work. Brendan Summerhill in here. First pitch, he swings at it, pops it up on the infield, right at the shortstop, Vernado, and he makes the play for out number 1. Back to the top of the order now for Traverse City. First trip through the lineup, they put 3 base runners on. They had 2 hits, a single, a double, and a walk. No runs, though. Second trip through the lineup. Look to get into the score column. Marshall Toole up at the plate. He singled on the infield to start the game and then was thrown out trying to steal second. It was the first time he got caught stealing this season. He's got 3 hits here in the series. 2 hits yesterday, a single and a double. Single so far here. Shoots one left side, foul, out of play, getting into the seats. Toole just missed extra bases his first at-bat. Shot one down the left side, a little foul by just a few inches, but he followed that up with a single. Slow roller to Drake Vernado, the shortstop that he beat out. 1-1 from Candiotti. Inside, almost got Toole, and they say it did get him up on the right arm. So Marshall Toole will reach base safely for his first 2 at-bats. And you got to be weary of the stolen base attempt if you're Kenosha. The catcher, Gage Williams, has already thrown him out. But that won't deter Toole from trying to steal again. His last game played against Rockford, he had 3 stolen bases. Got on base 2 times. He stole second and third in 1 of those appearances. The second appearance, he stole second. It's 3 for 3 on bags. Christian Beal added 2 stolen bases that game. They were 6 for 6 in that game against the Rivets. That was back on June 12th when Toole went 3 for 4. Jake Smallwood at the plate, grounded out to third his first time. Designated hitter, swings and misses at a fastball in the zone. Got large gusts of wind blowing out. If any of these players can elevate something. Smallwood did hit a home run yesterday, a solo shot in the top of the 5th inning. His second of the season. As Toole gets back to first on a dive, Candiotti is paying close attention to him over at first. The freshman from Wofford with blazing speed. He already has an infield hit. He was able to use his speed to track down 3 balls yesterday. 2 diving catches, 1 home run, saving catch over the left field wall. Smallwood pops one up on the left side, and it's going to drift foul and get out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Got to protect the plate with 2 strikes. 0-2 from Candiotti. Deals. Smallwood takes it a little inside. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Left-handed hitting Smallwood. Pulled a high fastball out to right field in yesterday's game for a homer. 1-2 from Candiotti. Smallwood able to recognize the break on the slider, and he held up. Put together a great at-bat in the 8th inning and singled off of Kenosha's closer Grayson Thurman to get on as the tying run with only 1 out. It was a slider that he singled on. He sat back on it, protecting here 2-2. with one out in the pitch, and Smallwood shoots it foul off the left side, protecting the plate in this at-bat. Got the fastball, was late on it. Candiotti with the fastball, curveball, slider mix. Has options on what to throw here on 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marshall Toole speedster off of first. And the pitch. It's again the breaking ball, and Smallwood able to hold up. And the count goes full. A good block by Gage Williams on the ball in the dirt. Marshall Toole got a good read on it and wasn't able to advance. So a 3-2 full count to Jake Smallwood. He's been in this at-bat late on the fastball and recognizing the breaking ball to lay off in the dirt. They could send the runner Toole on like a hit and run here. We'll see. And Candiotti maybe sensing that, picks over, and he gets in safe. Full count to Smallwood. He's 0 for 1. The DH had 2 hits yesterday. Toole on first. Candiotti's set. Here's his full count pitch. Runner does take off. Smallwood to first, and that little hit and run works perfectly, as that ground ball would have been a double play had Toole not taken off for second. And Smallwood, I think, once that pitch back, he hit it hard, a one-hopper right at the first baseman, Westcott. Wasn't able to get that ball elevated at all. If he did elevate it over Westcott, then it would have scored a run. But now with the runner on second, 2 outs, he'll take a 2-out hit. Pitcher, catcher, Candiotti and Williams, teammates at Wichita State. So these two familiar with each other prior to being teammates in Kenosha. Probably talking about Toole being on second base, having to change the signs around so Marshall Toole can't pick up on what Candiotti's throwing and then relay that to the hitter. The hitter is Camden Traficante. He walked in the first inning. First pitch in this at-bat. Traff takes up and away. One ball, no strikes. Toole off a second. Candiotti's pitch. Right on the inside corner. First strike to Traficante, a fastball. Traficante, the team leader in RBIs with 10. That puts him 1 above Jake Smallwood with 9. Evan Orzek does have 10 as well, but he is no longer with Traverse City. His temp contract expiring. His last game was against Rockford right before the road trip started. 1-1, Candiotti deals. And Traff recognizing the break, lays off as it dips into the dirt. Gets a fastball count at 2-1. See if Candiotti gives him a fastball to hit. Traff has had success against Kenosha in his career last season. Hit a home run here at Simmons Field. There's a 2-1 count. And he takes a pitch upstairs. Now 3 balls and a strike. Another great fastball count. A good hitter's count just in general. And if Candiotti does give him a fastball, then Traff should be ready for it and try to bring in the first run. With Toole's speed, a base hit will score him. 3 balls and a strike. Candiotti deals. Traff checks the swing, but a strike is called on the outside corner anyway. Now a full count. Full count, 2 outs, runner on second. Back-to-back full counts that Candiotti has faced. He got Smallwood to ground out. Trying to get Traficante to strand the runner and end the inning. His payoff pitch here. And Traficante lifts one to fairly deep left, but just got under it. It's not going to carry to the short porch, and it's caught by Mangano to end the inning. Just missed a home run, needed to get a little more on top of that ball. And still scoreless as we go to bottom of the third here on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Pit Spitter Radio. Bottom of the third, a scoreless game. The Pit Spitters have put runners on base in every inning so far, but unable yet to cash in as they've only had one runner on at a time. Haven't been able to put together the at-bats necessary to score. As for Kenosha, just one hit and one base runner in 2 innings, a 2-out single in the second. But Mason Patel has looked good through 2 innings, has 3 strikeouts, all looking strikeouts. And underway here in the third, Gage Williams, the batter, in the 8-hole, the catcher from Wichita State. Good curveball by Patel. Patel offers a 2-seam, changeup, curveball repertoire. The only 3 pitches that he uses and the only 3 he needs to be successful. It's all about location. He's been working corners and making good pitches here through the first 2 innings. 2-2 the count to Gage Williams. And Patel on a changeup. Got a foul ball off to the left side, right by the Kingfish dugout. Williams, first game since June 13th against Wisconsin Rapids. And he chases a breaking ball in the dirt. Dallas Duarte knocks it down, gathers, completes the throw to Hunter Tab at first for the out. 4th strikeout for Mason Patel. And now the 9th hitter in the lineup with the top of the order on deck, Brady Council. Council from Minnesota in the Big Ten, a freshman there, hitting .267 here on the season. His first game since June 11th. He's had 3 straight off days. went 1 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs in that game, and he swings at the first pitch and rips it down the third baseline for a base hit. But great hustle and left by Brendan Summerhill will limit that to a single. Attacking the first pitch and sending it past Jared Miller at third. Now the top of the order up for Kenosha. So they had no runners on in the first, a 2-out base runner in the second, now a 1-out base runner in the third. Drake Vernado struck out looking against Patel, his first at-bat. Takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. Vernado had 1 hit in 6 plate appearances, but 4 at-bats as he walked twice. Fastball just missing the outside corner. So 1 ball, a strike to the Kingfish shortstop, their leadoff hitter. And now that one misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Trying to hit the outside corner, missed on the last 2. The 2-1 pitch to Vernado. Patel brings the changeup and just misses, so it's 3-1. And now you got to throw a strike or you're going to walk Vernado and put the go-ahead run in scoring position with just 1 out. Three balls, a strike to Vernado. Patel deals, and Vernado on the fastball fouls it straight back out of play. And the count runs full. 3-2, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away, 1 on here in the bottom of the third. Counsell on after his 1-out single. Patel set for the 3-2. Runner goes. Patel gets the strikeout. Throw down to second is a little late. Almost a strikeout throw out. Duarte, the throw beat him, but it was a little bit off of the bag. Second baseman Cody Holtink had to backhand the ball across his body and then bring it all the way back to his front hand to make the tag. So a stolen base for Counsell, but good pitching by Patel to get the strikeout. Almost a double play. But now Kenosha has a runner in scoring position as the go-ahead run here. With 2 outs, they can score him on a base hit. Looking to deliver, Parker Stinson, the center fielder. He flew out to shallow right field in his first at-bat. First pitch in this at-bat from Patel. He misses in the dirt. Ball 1. Stinson had 2 at-bats after coming in for Mangano yesterday. Robbed of a hit by Marshall Toole on a diving catch, and then singled in his last at-bat. Got the start today. 0 for 1 with that flyout. Stinson entered the day with a .318 average. 1-1 from Patel. Popped up left side. It's going to get out of play into the seats. And Patel on 1 and 2 is a strike away from ending the third. Stinson had a streak from June 3rd up until June 11th. Had a hit in 7 consecutive games. And 3 of those games were multi-hit games. Just 3 hits in his last 4. Here's the 1-2 from Patel. Gets that changeup. And a swing and a miss. Down goes Stinson. Five strikeouts for Mason Patel through 3 innings. No runs on the board, just 2 hits allowed. We send this game to the 4th inning here on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Pit Spitters Radio. Top of the 4th inning. No score yet. 3 scoreless for both of these pitchers. They've both allowed 2 hits. They've allowed no runs. Clark Candiotti has struck out 3. Mason Patel has struck out 5. It's been a single and a double for Traverse City, and then 1 hit by pitch. It's been a pair of singles for Kenosha. So Pit Spitters, just 1 more base runner has reached. As the first pitch of the inning is thrown, a breaking ball strike to Jared Miller. Miller struck out swinging, chasing a fastball outside in his first at-bat. Was hitless yesterday. Hitless in 2 straight games, I should say. Little dribbler off of the end of the bat right to Candiotti, and he will make the flip to first for the first out. Miller's recent struggles continuing. Jared Miller's 0 for his last 12. His last hit came on June 12th in the first inning against Rockford. On 12 at-bats without a hit. He's been on base a couple times, though, with walks. No hits, though, as Dallas Duarte, the catcher, steps in for his second at-bat. He grounded back to the pitcher, Candiotti, in his first trip to lead off the second inning. Takes a fastball strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Candiotti's not allowed multiple base runners. Neither pitcher has through 3 innings. That one gets away from Candiotti. Tried to throw the breaking ball and started way too inside. It hit Duarte up on the shoulder. It's his second hit by pitch here in the ball game. The last hit batsman was Marshall Toole last inning with 1 out. So same situation. Toole got to second but was left stranded there. See what kind of damage the bottom of the order here for Traverse City can do with Duarte on base. Hunter Tab, the hitter, he doubled down the right field line on a line drive. Got a 2-0 fastball, sent it the other way. Takes a similar pitch that he hit down the right field line, a fastball in the outside corner for strike one to start this at-bat. Tab has played 3 games with Traverse City. He's gotten at least 1 hit in every game. Oh, 1. And Tab takes that same pitch, a fastball in the outside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 away. Candiotti picked over at Duarte. He dives back in safely. Now Candiotti's set here for the 0-2 to Tab. And he deals. And Tab cuts through a fastball up at the letters. And he goes down swinging for the second out. That strikeout, 4th strikeout for Candiotti brings in Trey Truitt. The right fielder struck out his first at-bat. He chased a slider low and in. Candiotti a quick pick over, and Duarte again dives in safely at first. Not really a threat to steal is Duarte. He only had 7 stolen bases in the spring at Hawaii. First pitch of the at-bat to Truitt. Swings at a fastball. Duarte is going to second on a delayed steal, and he gets in there safely. So right after I said won't be a threat to steal, not a traditional steal, a delayed steal. He waited a second there so the defense wouldn't sense him stealing. And he took off and got the bag. 3 consecutive innings that Traverse City has put a runner in scoring position. Is this the inning they break through and bring him home? Truitt swung through that last pitch, so it's 0-1. And the pitch inside, and it gets away from the catcher Williams. So now Duarte at third with 2 outs. Another wild pitch he could score. Any mistake by the Kingfish defense would allow him to score. A base hit would allow him to score. A lot of possibilities for the Pittsbitters. Kenosha just needs 1 out, though, to end the inning. Ball and a strike to Truitt. Pitch from Candiotti. Misses up and away. Now 2 balls and a strike. Both teams with 2 hits. The Traverse City's had a walk and 2 hit batsmen. Looking for a big hit here. 2-1 to Trey Truitt, the pitch. And he cuts through another fastball. Big swings for Trey Truitt here early in his first 2 at-bats. And no contact being made so far. It's been the tale of his season. He's had early struggles. Has to protect the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Pitch from Candiotti. And he drops in the slider. And Truitt watched it all the way for strike 3. Another strikeout with runners in scoring position for the Pittsbitters. And they're going to need to adjust the approach at the plate, or they'll never score a run in this game. Welcome back to Simmons Field in Kenosha. Bottom of the fourth inning. Pittsbitters are on a pace to leave one base runner aboard every single inning. They've had 4 trips to the plate, 4 innings, and they've left 4 on base, 1 in every inning. In the last 3 innings, they've left 1 in scoring position. And it's the second time in the second and the fourth that they had a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs, and the next 2 batters struck out. Can't even put a ball in play. So here in the bottom of the fourth, Mason Patel is going to face 3-4-5. Dangerous part of the lineup. He's allowed 2 hits, the only 2 base runners that have reached. He's got 6 strikeouts. Had 3 Ks in last inning. Gets ahead of Jacob Tobias, the DH. He got him looking on strike 3 in Tobias' first at-bat, part of a 1-2-3 first. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Tobias. Hit softly to short. Traficante, routine play for out number 1. Easily fielded and thrown on to tap at first for out number 1. You always got to be aware of ground balls on the infield. The dirt ball can take bad hops on you. But Traficante, no problem on that one. 1 away for Taylor Darden, the third baseman. He lined out to left field to Brendan Summerhill, his first at-bat. Tries to bunt his way on base here, showed bunt, and missed on the drag bunt. So it was a first pitch strike. Wonder if he'll try on the second pitch to get a bunt hit. Usually you don't try twice in a row. He swings away, taps it right back at Patel, and Patel makes the toss to Tab at first. 2 up, 2 down on a pair of groundouts, and not hard hit balls, just soft routine plays. I think there's only been 1 or 2 hard hit balls. There was the single by Mangano was hard hit through the left side for a hit. Brady Council had a hard hit. Ground ball. Got through the third base side for a base hit. And Drake Westcott, his ground out in the second. A backhanded play by Traficante. That ball was smoked. But Patel is missing barrels here in his appearance. Kenosha had a lot of hard hit balls off the bat yesterday against Aaron Forrest and then the bullpen. But Patel is doing good of missing barrels, not leaving anything over the plate, using his 3-pitch repertoire to his advantage, his fastball, curveball, changeup mix. Speaking of Westcott with that hard hit ball, he's up at the plate here. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count to the first baseman from Louisville. Chopper to short, another pretty soft hit ball. Routine for Traficante, though he makes a low throw, and Hunter Tab able to pick it out, no problem. Another 1-2-3 inning for Patel, his second, and we're still scoreless through 4 innings. A stark difference from yesterday's high-scoring affair. So we'll go to the 5th. Pittsburgh's trying to break into the run column on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pittsburgh's Radio. Top of the 5th inning. 4 scoreless by both pitchers. Here in this one, Mason Patel just finished his 4th scoreless inning. He's got 6 strikeouts, 2 hits. On the other side, Clark Candiotti's through 4 scoreless. He's got 5 strikeouts, 2 hits. The only criticism so far in Candiotti is he's hit 2 batters and walked 1. Patel, no free passes. But the Pittsburghers have not been able to capitalize on having more base runners. They've left 1 on base in every inning. Here in the 5th, Cody Holtink, the hitter, chases a slider in the dirt. Holtink struck out his first at-bat, is prone to strikeouts this season. And in jeopardy of another one, down 0-2 to start the 5th. Check the swing on one outside. And the first base umpire, Paul Hess, says he went around on the check swing. I don't think he barely even moved the bat, but it's a swinging strikeout. Candiotti now has 6. He's matched Patel in strikeouts. And once again, Chasing sliders out of the zone. Brennan Summerhill, the batter, the left fielder. Off day yesterday. 0 for 1 today. Popped up to the shortstop. His first time up. Shows bunt. Thought about a bunt base hit. Pulls back as that one was a ball inside. Summerhill's got pop. Narrowly missed a home run against Battle Creek to right field in Battle Creek. And flew out deep to the warning track in a game against Kokomo to deep center field at Turtle Creek Stadium. This is a hitter's ballpark. If he connects one here, then he can get his first of the season to match his brother in the home run column. Hits one to short. Play made by Vernado. Long throw, and just beat the speedy Summerhill at the bag for out number 2. Summerhill was hustling out the box trying to make it, and just narrowly was thrown out. So 2 outs, first 2 retired. Top of the order up, Marshall Toole, the hitter. He's been on base twice. Singled in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third. Only 4 Pitts bidders have reached base. Toole the only one to be on twice. So there were 3 base runners in the first trip to the lineup, 2 base runners the second trip, trying to make the third trip the one that they capitalize and get on the board. Third time's a charm, as they say. Toole has a 2-0 count. Jake Smallwood, the DH, on deck. If Toole reaches with 2 away. 2-0 from Candiotti. Toole takes. Tough strike call. Fastball that, I guess, clipped the corner. Now it's 2-1. Umpire zones all over the place. Two and one pitch to Marshall Toole. And he swings through a fastball that was up around the letters. So the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. See if Candiotti throws that slider to Toole, tries to bury it and get a chase. No, fastball up the middle. Going to be a tough play with that speed. Vernado is not able to get Toole hustling down the line. A 2-out base hit for Marshall Toole. And his on-base streak is continuing. In this series, he's only been kept off base 1 time. It was his last at-bat yesterday in the 9th. He popped out to the shortstop. But he got 2 hits yesterday, walked, reached on an error. Today he's got 2 hits and was reached on a hit by pitch in the 3rd. A good guy to get on base with his speed, but with 2 outs, it's going to take potentially maybe a stolen base and then a hit or a ball in the gap to score that opening run. Good hitter at the plate, though. Good RBI bat. Jake Smallwood, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Takes a first pitch low in the dirt. Smallwood's grounded out to the corner infielders. Third baseman in the first, and the first baseman in the 3rd. Good hitter in Smallwood, looking to continue this 5th inning. Another good hitter on deck in Camden Traficante. Ball in the gap would score Toole with his speed. Base hit could move Toole to 3rd potentially, but definitely scoring position for Traficante. Ball, no strikes. Smallwood takes a fastball. for ball 2. Ruled outside, so it's 2-0. So a fastball count, at least a hitter's count for Smallwood. And on 2-0, takes inside, maybe low as well, so it's 3 balls and no strikes. Probably a red light. Take sign for Jake Smallwood to potentially walk and then put that go-ahead run in scoring position. And on 3-0, Candiotti misses badly inside. A 2-out walk. So Jake Smallwood will go down to first. The go-ahead run moves into scoring position, and with Marshall Toole's speed, a base hit should get Traverse City on the board. Traff was in a similar spot his last at-bat in the third. He had Marshall Toole on second base with 2 outs, and he flew out to deep left field to end the inning, trying to come through in this one. He walked in the first, so he's 0 for 1. First pitch in the at-bat. Takes ball in the dirt, gets away from Williams. So now a base hit could score 2. Definitely 1 at least. And another pass ball or wild pitch would score a run. Traff, a big spot here with 2 aboard, 2 outs. 1-0 pitch from Candiotti. Popped up on the left side. Drifting, it will get out of play. Got a good pitch to hit. It was a little late on it. Traff just missed a homer his last at-bat. Got a little too underneath it and flew out to deep left center. But put a good swing on a full count pitch. So the count 1-1 with runners on third and second. 2 away here in the 5th. Candiotti's pitch. And Traff under it to center. That should end the inning. And it will. Catch made by Stinson. Trafficante again flies out with the go-ahead run in scoring position. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. We're still scoreless here in Kenosha on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Pitts Bitters Radio. Bottom of the fifth in a pitcher's duel. These pitchers dueling shutouts. Clark Candiotti just finished up his fifth scoreless inning. And on his day, he gave up 3 hits. He walked 2 batters, hit 2 other batters. But Traverse City unable to capitalize. They've left 6 on base in the first 5 innings. As for Kenosha, just 2 base runners on 2 hits through their first 4. They've left 2 on base. They've gone down in order twice in the first and the fourth, and Patel has 6 strikeouts. Here in the fifth, facing 6, 7, and 8. That ball hit into right center field. It's going to drop in for the 3rd Kingfish hit and the first leadoff base runner that Kenosha has been able to muster up in this appearance. In fact, for the game, there's only been 1 leadoff base runner. The very first batter of the game, Marshall Toole, singled to start. No leadoff man reached until that single by Mangano. So he's on first to start the inning. Now it's the bottom 3 in the lineup. Nick Iannatone in here. He struck out looking to end the second inning. Slaps one left side, foul out of play to the parking lot. Iannatone entered the game with a .333 average. Hits in his last 2 games, both against the Battle Jacks on the 10th and 11th. And then took 3 days off. 0-2. Patel deals, misses high on a fastball. Iannatone started his season with a 6-game hitting streak. Half of those games, he had 2 hits. Had his average up to 500. It's dipped down since. He fouls one away here. Staying alive in the count. Still down 1-2. Patel will try for his 7th strikeout. Maybe try the changeup that's been working so well for him. Runner on first, Mangano. 1-2 from Patel. Does throw the changeup, and he gets a swinging strikeout. Iannatone couldn't hold up as it started on the corner, and it's got that arm side movement dipping to the right of Patel, away from the left-handed hitter. A perfect pitch for out number 1. 7 strikeout for Patel. He had only 3 strikeouts in his 5-inning appearance against Kokomo in his debut, but 7 already through 4 1/3. He got Gage Williams to strike out his first at-bat. Williams at the plate here. And a balk was just called on Patel. So it's going to put Mangano at second. So Mangano in scoring position after the balk was called. So Gage Williams at the plate could give Kenosha the lead and get the first run on the board with a hit. One, and it hits the zone. on the corner. Actually, it was 2-0. Now it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Patel to Williams. His 2-1 is fouled left side. And Patel now evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking for what would be a huge 8th strikeout with the runner in scoring position. Williams trying to come through here. First runner in scoring position for Kenosha since the 3rd. They've only had 3 hits, 3 total base runners. Brady Council stole second in the 3rd inning, but that was with 2 outs. Next batter struck out to end the inning. Mangano, best spot Kenosha's been in terms of having runners on base. 2-2 pitch from Patel, and it is inside. Patel misses on a 2-strike changeup, and it hits Gage Williams. So it's the first time that Kenosha's put multiple base runners on, and it brings in Brady Council, who singled down the line his first at-bat. Was almost a double, but Summerhill and left was able to get it in quick enough to hold him to a single. Ground ball could end the inning if they can turn 2. A base hit could give Kenosha the lead. First pitch to Council is a fastball strike. Looked like Patel on that pitch to Williams, a 2-2, tried to throw a changeup inside. Started on the corner and work it in and get a chase, but he started 2 inside and it hit him. Misses a curveball high. 1-1. Council, a second baseman from Minnesota. One, perfect fastball, right around the knees on the corner, and he gets ahead 1-2. 2 on and 1 out for Kenosha. Patel and his first jam of the game. Big 1-2 pitch. Curveball softly on the left side. Traficante, a great play to prevent it from going to the outfield. It's going to be an infield hit for Council, and the bases will be loaded here with 1 out in the 5th inning. With the bases loaded and 1 out, Tucker Waddups, the pitching coach, is going to talk to Patel, and Josh Rebant is going to get a pitcher ready in his bullpen. Kenosha loading the bases with just 1 out. Mangano singled to start the inning. Nick Iannatone struck out. And then a hit by pitch to Gage Williams on a 2-strike pitch. Patel made a mistake hitting the batter. And then an infield hit by Brady Council, a slow chopper on the left side. He was able to beat it out as Jared Miller was the only chance if he was able to cut it off, and he couldn't. Traficante, though, saved it from going into the outfield, which would have been a run. But now the bases are loaded for the top of Kenosha's order. Drake Vernado, the hitter, and Patel will just look to keep doing what he's been doing against him. He struck him out in his first 2 at-bats. He got Vernado looking at strike 3 in the 1st inning. He got Vernado swinging in the third. Ground ball could end the inning. Strikeout would be huge. Big at bat here. First pitch to Vernado from Patel. Hits the outside corner for the first strike. Oh and 1 to leadoff hitter. Tries to go back to the outside spot and left it low. So 1 and 1. Through 4.5 innings yesterday, the score was 7-2. After Kenosha scored 2 more in the bottom half, it was 9-2. And it's zeros here in this one. 1-1. Patel gets a swinging strike. Fastball in the outside corner. One ball and 2 strikes. Time called as there's a balloon on the field. Play resumes. The balloon taken care of. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Patel struck out Vernado twice. This would be a humongous punch out here. One and 2, Patel deals outside corner, strike 3 called on the fastball. Second time that Vernado has gone down looking. The hat trick for him is 3rd strikeout. And Patel is an out away from leaving these bases loaded. Bases loaded. Mangano on 3rd, Williams on 2nd, Council at 1st. 2 outs. Parker Stinson, the batter. First pitch swinging, fouls it off. Stinson 0 for 2. He flew out to shallow right to trade Truitt in the first. He struck out swinging against Patel in the third. Patel with 8 strikeouts, 1 off of the season high for a pitcher on Traverse City. 0-1 to Stinson. Out at any base would end the inning. Deals, misses outside on the changeup. 1 ball and a strike. One and 1, the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Stinson. He is a strike away from leaving him loaded. Derek Clark, the lefty from Northwood, has 9 strikeouts. He did that the day after Patel's, 2 days after Patel's last start. June 11, struck out 9. Patel can have his 9th here. 1 and 2, the pitch. And a foul ball. Stinson able to make contact, foul that one off. So 9 strikeouts is the team record right now. Aaron Forrest right behind him with 8 strikeouts. Did that on June 8th at home against Kalamazoo. And Jeremy Neff in his season debut on Monday struck out 7 in 5 innings against Rockford. Big 1-2 pitch. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th inning in a scoreless game. Patel to Stinson. Deals. Misses low and away. Now 2 and 2. This is where Patel, I think, would need to locate a changeup. He has a great changeup, and he's gotten swings and misses on it here in this game. He's gotten big strikeouts with it, and this is a big strikeout spot. It works great against lefties. You can start it in the zone and let it break away from the hitter. He did that in this inning. He struck out Iannatone on that changeup. He threw it outside and got a chase. Could be big spot to throw that one. 2-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitch from Patel. Goes with the changeup. It's hit to shallow center. Toole coming in. He's going to make the running catch and strand the bases loaded. Patel out of trouble. Gives up 2 hits in the inning and a hit batsman, but no runs across. We're through 5 scoreless innings here in Kenosha. It was an offensive battle yesterday, a pitcher's duel today. We're on to the 6th, 0-0 on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Pit Spitters Radio at Simmons Field. A 0-0 scoreless tie. Both teams have had their chances. Neither one has been able to cash in. Kenosha with the greatest chance to score of all. Had bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. But Mason Patel stayed strong, got a strikeout of Drake Vernado for out number 2 and a fly out to end the inning. Leave them loaded. That came after Traverse City stranded runners on 3rd and 2nd in the top half of the inning. So collectively, the Pit Spitters have left 6 runners on base. Kenosha 5. Here in the 6th, middle of the order for the Pit Spitters. Jared Miller, the first to face Candiotti in the 6th. He's still on the mound. And why not? He's gone 5 scoreless. Hasn't really been in much trouble. Pitch count is okay at 80 pitches. Big swing and a miss by Miller. Got a foul tip into the glove of Williams. Miller 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 1st. Grounded back to Candiotti in the 4th. 1-1 pitch to Miller. Inside, almost got him on the elbow, able to move the arm away. That's 2 inside fastballs that have narrowly missed Miller. Hitters count, 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch. Miller hit sharply to short. Vernado fields. Low throw, but handled by the first baseman Westcott, one away to start the 6th inning. The catcher, Dallas Duarte, in now. Duarte is grounded back to the pitcher and hit by a pitch. Stole second in the 4th inning. Was on second base with just 1 out. But after Hunter Tabb struck out, he moved to third on a wild pitch, and then the inning ended on a strikeout. Was the second time that Traverse City had back-to-back strikeouts with a runner in scoring position to end the inning. Big swing and a miss by Duarte on the 1-0 fastball. Now they count 1-1. Duarte day off yesterday. It's 1 for 4 against Rockford on Monday. Ball and a strike. Pitch inside. Went with the breaking ball trying to get it on the inside corner and missed. So they count to 2 balls and a strike. Candiotti set on the hill is 2-1 to Duarte. Fastball that Duarte gets a piece of and fouls it back to the screen. That will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Candiotti with 6 strikeouts. This bottom part of the order is where he's been doing most of his work. Deals on 2-2 to Dallas Duarte, and again misses a 2-strike pitch inside and hits Duarte with a breaking ball. The same exact pitch that hit him in his last plate appearance. He hits him again, and Duarte down to first for the 2nd time here in game 1. Now Hunter Tabb will stand in. He's 1 for 2 against Candiotti. But these next 3 hitters, between Tabb, Truitt, and Holtink, the next 3 in the lineup, they are just 1 for 6. Tabb's double in the 2nd, the only time those 3 guys have collectively reached base. And they have struck out 5 times. Tabb once, Truitt twice, Holtink twice. So although the Pittsburghers have their runner on base, it could be the go-ahead run. This is the part of the lineup that has offered little resistance to Clark Candiotti today. Tabb started the good at-bat in the 2nd, his first plate appearance. He doubled down the right field line. Struck out swinging on a high fastball in the 4th, though. Could use a hit like that here in this plate appearance with Duarte off of first. Tabb on a fastball, shallow right. It's going to drop in for a 1-out hit. 2nd hit for Tabb. Duarte will advance to 2nd. And the Pittsburghers with multiple runners on base for just the 2nd time in the game. They had runners on 3rd and 2nd last inning with 2 outs. But both those runners did reach with 2 outs. They tried to put together a little 2-out rally, were unable to bring in the run. They have 1st and 2nd, 1 out here. Should also mention that it is the 4th time they've had a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. So multiple opportunities to get a base hit to bring him in. They had a runner on 2nd, 1 out in the 2nd. Truitt and Holtink struck out to end the inning. They had a runner in scoring position, 1 out in the 4th. Tabb and Truitt struck out to end the inning. And here, third time, they have a runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs. Truitt and Holtink, the next 2 hitters due up. They have collectively struck out all 4 of their at-bats. Gotta get a ball in play, force the defense to make a play. A ground ball, at least with Truitt, would be a tough turn with his speed. And when you put a ball on the ground here at Simmons Field, you open up the possibility of a bad hop and reaching on an error. Truitt just got to put a ball in play. 0 for 2. A swinging strikeout in the second. He went down on strikes looking in the fourth. First pitch in this at-bat from Candiotti. Takes for strike 1. Fastball right down the middle. Good pitch to hit. Duarte off of second. Tab off of first. Truitt fouls one straight back, down 0-2. This is where Candiotti likes to throw his slider. He struck out Truitt swinging, buried it low and in his first at-bat, and Truitt chased it. His second at-bat, he threw the slider, started it off the plate, worked it to the corner, got the backdoor pitch, called strike 3. Does he do it a third time, and will Truitt be expecting it? The 0-2. No, he went with the fastball and missed outside. Arms in both bullpens. Here in the 6th. 1-2 pitch to Truitt. 2 on. 1 out. A pickoff, and they have Duarte picked off of second. A base running mistake. Duarte just leaning way too far off of second. The shortstop Vernado broke in, and Candiotti picked him off for the second out. Now he can end the inning with a strikeout. The 1-2 to Trey Truitt. Takes a little inside as the count works even to 2-2. Well, now if Truitt gets a base hit, it wouldn't score a run with Duarte no longer on second base. And Tab on first, not the flightest of foot. So even a ball in the gap maybe wouldn't score him. It'd be close. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Pitch to Truitt, and he waves way in front of a slider. Just no adjustment to that pitch. No one waiting back. And just waving out way early on that pitch. Just sitting fastball, no adjustments as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pit Spitters Radio. Bottom of the 6th inning, scoreless game here between the Kingfish and the Pit Spitters. The Kingfish have left 5 on base. Traverse City has left 7. They had a runner in scoring position for the 4th time in 6 innings, failed to score him. It was the 3rd time they had a runner in scoring position, less than 2 outs, and didn't even move him off of second. As for Kenosha, they're starting with the big hitters in their lineup. 3, 4, 5, Jacob Tobias, Taylor Darden, Drake Westcott. Though Patel's done a good job of keeping them on base, off base, I should say. Tobias 0 for 2 after he homered yesterday, had 3 hits, 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Hitless today, a strikeout and a ground out. Fouls one away on 1 and 2, protecting the plate. Still 1-2. Mason Patel still out there for the 6th inning, so he can tie the mark set by Derek Clark for most strikeouts by a starting pitcher this season. And he threw a changeup, a good pitch, trying to get the swing and miss strikeout. And Tobias laid off. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in this inning, Jacob Tobias. The DH from Arizona State looks at the 2-2. Patel deals, and he just shoots it foul down the left side. Just flipped the bat out to stay alive. Tobias went to left field yesterday. His home run to the short porch. 2-2 again. And Patel gets the strikeout on the changeup, make it 9 for the game. He ties the season high for a pitcher with 9 strikeouts. Ties the mark set by Derek Clark in Clark's last start against Kokomo. First pitch, fastball outside corner strike to Taylor Darden. That start for Derek Clark, he went 6 innings, 4 hits. Struck out 9 with a walk. Gave up 2 runs as the bat shatters on a ground ball to second off the glove of Holtink. A slow roller to second that Holtink can't handle. It's an error on Cody. Darden will reach base safely. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the line for Patel. Josh Reban is out of the dugout. Usually when it's Reban coming out of the dugout to talk to the pitcher, it's a pitching change. And that is exactly what it is. A quality start for Mason Patel. But his day is going to end. He pitched 5 1/3 strong, scoreless innings. Runner on first, even if he scores, won't be charged to Patel. It would be unearned. He exits, and we will exit for a quick break and come back with the new arm on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Pitts Bitters Radio. Bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher relieving Mason Patel, Blake Ignasiak from Palomar College in California. Ignasiak making his second appearance out of the bullpen. His first one was splendid. 2 scoreless innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. The side armor gets a first pitch ground ball foul to Drake Westcott, the first baseman from Louisville. Westcott 0 for 2. Both his at-bats, he grounded out to shortstop, so Traficante should be ready to turn 2 if he gets a ball here. A foul tip. Looked like a changeup from Ignasiak, and Westcott barely fouled it off. June 10th, last time Ignasiak took the mound. The redshirt freshman from Oceanside, California, has an 0-2 count to Westcott here. Deals to the first baseman away, ball 1. Mason Patel, his day ends. Had a fantastic performance. 1-2, misses outside. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count evens up. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, Taylor Darden, reached on an error by Cody Holtink. That was the last batter for Mason Patel. First batter for Ignasiak, Westcott, has him 2-2. His pitch tried to catch a slider on the outside corner, and it's called a ball just off, so the count goes from 0-2 to full, as Ignasiak has missed with 3 consecutive balls. Gotta be careful with the full count pitch to a good hitter, Westcott. Westcott had a double in yesterday's game in RBI. He was 2 for 4 with a walk. Full count, 1 out. Runner at first likely will be off with the pitch. There he goes, and the pitch is fouled out of play into the parking lot. Ignasiak's last appearance. He pitched the 8th and the 9th inning in a 1-run game. Was able to hold the lead for Traverse City as they won 4-3 against Kokomo. Another full count pitch. And the pitch called a ball. Looked like it got the outside corner. Guess it was just off. And it is a walk to Drake Westcott. First and second with 1 out for Anthony Mangano. He's 2 for 2. He's got a pair of singles. A third hit for Mangano can give Kenosha their first run. He was 0 for 1 yesterday, struck out his first at-bat, walked his next 2, so only 1 official at-bat with 3 plate appearances. First pitch in this at-bat from Ignasiak's fastball for a strike. The left fielder from Iowa. Looking for a big hit here. Chopper to first. Tab makes the play. Second for 1. Return to first. A double play to end the inning. 3-6 back to 3. Tab starts the double play, and the inning will end. Ignasiak out of the trouble. Strands on the go-ahead run in scoring position. We go to the 7th. Still scoreless at 0 here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Radio, top of the 7th. Scoreless ball game here in Kenosha. Clark Candiotti for Kenosha went 6 scoreless. Mason Patel for Traverse City went 5 1/3. Blake Ignasiak got the last 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher, Jacob Gehring, will take over for Kenosha. Bullpen game now after the starters did their job. They battled it out. Neither one of them gave in. So the winner and the loser in this game will be determined by the bullpens. Cody Holtink, the second baseman, leading off. Pops one up, foul on the right side, might be in play for Westcott, and he's able to get over there and make the catch for the first out. Holtink is going to go 0 for 3 in the game. Truitt and Holtink at the bottom of the lineup, 7 and 8 hole hitters, are combined 0 for 6 with 5 strikeouts. They're really relying on the top of their order to get it done. Even Hunter Tabb right above them in the 6th hole had 2 hits and nothing he can do. He did his job, and the rest of the lineup after him hasn't done anything. Summerhill in, he's put the ball in play twice, a pop-up and a ground out. Narrowly was thrown out in his last at-bat by the shortstop Vernado, a very close play at the bag. Just missed an infield hit. He's 0 for 2. One and 1 the count to Summerhill in this at-bat against Gehring. Breaking ball off of the back foot of Summerhill. 3rd appearance on the season for Gehring, his first in 12 days. He hasn't pitched since June 3rd. He went 3 2/3 against Kokomo. Give up 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 runs came across, both earned. As Summerhill pops another one up over by the 3rd baseman and just into the seats, out of Darden's reach. Falls in harmlessly to even the count at 2-2. Gehring's first appearance on opening day, he went 2/3 of an inning, faced 7 batters, gave up 3 hits, walked 1, gave up 5 earned runs. So a guy with a 14.5 ERA that Traverse City needs to try and take advantage of here. Summerhill up with the top of the order on deck. The 2-2 from Gehring. Summerhill will foul it off and stay alive. Marshall Toole on deck is 2 for 2, a pair of singles, and also reached on a hit by pitch. He's been on base all 3 times. Be great if Summerhill could reach for the top of the order. 2-2 from Gehring. Into the windup. Deals high and away. Count runs full to Brendan Summerhill. Gehring, a freshman from Ohio State University in Columbus. It's a freshman up against a high school senior here. Full count, 1 away, no one on. Pitch from Gehring. Strike 3, fastball right across the knees. And Summerhill knew it. Trying to figure out what the approach is by the guys at the plate. Majority of the strikeouts have been just chasing terribly on breaking balls. Seems like they're expecting fastballs and then get a fastball and just watch it across the knees for strike 3. Top of the order now, once again, with nobody on base. The guys that are doing the majority of the work, and no one on with 2 outs. Marshall Toole, who has been on base all 3 times, singled to lead off the game, reached on a 1-out hit by pitch in the 3rd, and then started a 2-out rally in the 5th. He singled. The next batter, Jake Smallwood, walked, but because there were 2 outs, the inning ended with them on base. Toole fouling one off here. Count 1-2 to Toole as Gehring tries for a 1-2-3 inning out of the bullpen. Jake Small with the DH on deck, then Camden Traficante, the shortstop, after him. 1-2 from Jacob Gehring into the windup. Pitch to Marshall Toole, and he got him on a high fastball. Toole retired for the first time tonight. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Still scoreless at 0 on Pit Spitters Radio. Welcome back to Pittsburgh's Radio from Kenosha. Bottom of the 7th. Zeros on the scoreboard. Pittsburgh's for the first time in the game failed to put a runner on base, but they've still left 7 on base through 7 innings. Kenosha has left 6 on base through 6 innings. As we're here in the 7th, Blake Ignasiak, who got the last 2 outs on a double play to end the inning, facing the bottom of the order, and Nick Iannatone just flipped the bat out and hit one through the right side for a leadoff single. Just the second Kenosha batter to lead off the inning with a base hit, actually just to get on base to lead off the inning. And a pinch runner taking over for Iannatone. Antonio Brown is going to run at first, giving Kenosha a great speed option. Pick over and Brown dives in safe. Antonio Brown, a sophomore from Mercer, has stolen 2 bases, has been caught stealing 3 times. A spot where he could try to steal second, as Ignasiak just hit Gage Williams with the first pitch of the at-bat. And now first and second, nobody out for Kenosha. And with Brady Council up, he's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Third one could give Kenosha the lead. Council singled in the 3rd, singled in the 5th. Probably not a spot where he'll be putting out a sacrifice bunt the way he's been swinging the bat, but it would be a great bunt opportunity. This is the time to do it. Move the runners to 3rd and 2nd with just 1 out. Does show bunt, and he pops it up. It's going to go foul and fall in front of Hunter Tabb. Well, it is a bunt opportunity, a big spot where a sacrifice bunt makes a lot of sense if you can get it down. You move the go-ahead runner to 3rd with just 1 out, and the top of the order on deck. Showing bunt again, and he fouled it off as Ignasiak threw up and in on Council, and he couldn't pull the bunt back. It hit off of his bat. So the count is 0-2. Probably not a bunt being put down here, as if he bunted it foul again, he would be out on strikes. But he is 2 for 2, so not the worst thing if he has to swing away. Does show bunt, and he fouls it off again, and Council is going to go down on strikes. Trying to bunt on an 0-2 pitch and failed to do so. Ignasiak gets really bailed out there on a huge out number 1. Now the top of the order for Kenosha up. 1 out, 1st and 2nd. Drake Fernando is up, but he is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Although all 3 strikeouts came against Mason Patel, maybe he'll have better success against Ignasiak. Fernando had the bases loaded, 1 out his last at-bat and struck out. And this at-bat falls down 0-2. Ignasiak lighting up that outside corner with sliders. Gets ahead, 0-2. Could put him down for the 4th time tonight. He already has the hat trick. Doesn't want the golden sombrero. 4 Ks. 0-2 from Ignasiak. And he's going to get Vernado swinging. 4th strikeout of the game for Drake Vernado, the leadoff hitter, failing to even put a ball in play. The golden sombrero for 4 strikeouts. And Ignatiak is an out away from stranding these runners and sending us to the 8th inning. Parker Stinson, the hitter's 0 for 3. 2 flyouts, both to shallow right center field, and a strikeout in the 3rd inning. First time facing Ignatiak here. The side armor trying to get out of trouble. First pitch of the at-bat, just off the outside corner. Arm in the Traverse City bullpen. Looks like another side armor, Kobe Griner, getting ready whenever Ignatiak needs to be relieved. Antonio Brown on second, the pinch runner, who came in for Iannatone after a leadoff single. A lot of speed, so a base hit should give Kenosha the lead. Ignatiak trying to leave runners on base. Down 2-0. His 2-0 to Stinson is a huge swing and a miss for strike 1. Looked like he was expecting fastball, and Ignatiak gave him the changeup. Two and one now to Stinson, the center fielder. And he fouls one out of play on the left side. The count even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ignatiak a strike away from ending this inning. Runner on first, runner on second, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch from Blake Ignatiak. And he misses a little low on a slider. Stinson didn't chase. The count runs full, so now a base hit will definitely give Kenosha the lead, as the runners will be moving on the full count pitch. Payoff for Ignatiak. Runners go, and the pitch misses way outside, and the bases are going to be loaded. Bases are loaded. 2 outs here in the 7th with Jacob Tobias, last night's offensive MVP, up at the plate. Tobias was 3 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBIs. He's been held at bay today by Mason Patel, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts against Patel. Tucker Waddups, the pitching coach, talking to Ignatiak, who has loaded the bases. Leadoff single by Nick Iannatone, and then a hit by pitch to Gage Williams, put first and second, nobody out. But Brady Council failed to get down a sacrifice bunt, even tried on 0-2, fouled it off for a strikeout. Then he struck out Drake Vernado the old-fashioned way. Got ahead of 0-2 on sliders on the outside corner, and then put one off the plate and got a chase. And then on full count, he walked Parker Stinson. Go-ahead run is at third. 2 outs, bases loaded for Tobias, the DH, looking for his first hit. First pitch from Ignatiak is just off the outside corner. (1-0), misses up and away. Gotta throw strikes. 2-0 with the bases loaded. 2-0 from Ignatiak. And Tobias hits it to left field. Summerhill's back, and it's a grand slam. A routine fly ball here at Simmons Field is a home run, and it dunks into the short porch and left. 4 runs, 1 swing of the bat. Brendan Summerhill just ran out of room in left field. And Kenosha is up 4-0. Could have avoided it by throwing strikes to Parker Stinson. You walk a worse hitter to face a better hitter with the bases loaded. Now Taylor Darden up. He's 0 for 3. Tries to put down a bunt and bunts it foul. So behind in the count 0-2. Oh and 2, 2 outs to Taylor Darden. And he fouls one away off the right side, out of play. Still 0-2. And Ignatiak gets strike 3 called, but 4 runs score on the grand slam. So it's 4-0 Kenosha. We go to the 8th inning here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Simmons Field in Kenosha. 4-0 lead for the Kingfish. A grand slam. In the bottom of the 7th, with 2 outs, has them on top. Jacob Gehring on the mound for a second inning out of the bullpen. Jake Smallwood, the DH, leading off here in the 8th. Smallwood's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice, has walked once. Smallwood rips one down the right field line, a fair ball on 2-0 for a leadoff single. That's the first leadoff base runner for Traverse City since the first inning. Marshall Toole led off the game with a single, and he was the last leadoff man to reach. They went 6 straight innings without a leadoff man, but Smallwood ends the streak. He gets on to start the 8th. Camden Traficante stands in now. He's 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Both of his flyouts came with runners in scoring position. Walked his first at bat. Traficante trying to maybe bunt his way on and fouls it off. Definitely not a sacrifice bunt with a 4-run deficit. No reason to sacrifice that man over up 90 feet. 0-1 to Traficante. Big swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch at way out in front, down 0-2. Pittsburghers did come back with 5 late runs yesterday. They were down 7. They scored 5 to make it a 2-run game and had the tying run on base in the 8th and 9th innings. Failed to score him. So they have an offense that can score as Traficante flies it to right for his 3rd flyout of the game. 1 to left, 1 to center, 1 to right, 1 away. Brings in Jared Miller, the 3rd baseman. He's 0 for 3. Hasn't had a hit in a few games. He's 0 for his last 13 at the plate. First time facing Jacob Gehring. Takes a first pitch off speed for strike 1 in the zone. Miller started the season, first 9 games with Traverse City. He had hits in all those games, had a 9-game streak that snapped in the final game against Rockford on Monday. Went hitless yesterday, is hitless so far today. Trying to find his way back into the hit column. Checks his swing on a ball in the dirt. Appeal down and no go is the ruling, so it's 1-1. One to Miller. Takes a fastball in the outside corner for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes to the 3rd baseman. Senior from Oakland University. One-two from Gehring. Miller fouls off a fastball out of play. Count still 1-2. Smallwood on first. Led off the inning with a single. Traficante flew out to right. Miller has a 1-2. Gehring drops in the curve, and Miller pops it up behind shortstop. And the shortstop, Bernardo, will go make the catch for the 2nd out. Two away now in the inning. Dallas Duarte, the batter, he's 0 for 1. Been hit by a pitch his last 2 at-bats. Check swing. Duarte ruled to go around for a first pitch strike. Duarte looking for his first hit. Breaking ball to third. Play made by Darden. He'll go to second, and that will end the inning. So leadoff runner doesn't even move off of first base. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the 8th inning. Kobe Greiner, the new pitcher for Traverse City, Blake Ignatiak. Gave up 4 runs in the 7th to give Kenosha their 4-0 lead. He gave up 2 hits, a walk, a hit by pitch. Had 2 strikeouts in the 7th, but the second hit was a grand slam by Jacob Tobias, his second home run in the series. Greiner on for his 6th appearance of the summer. Greiner, after giving up 3 earned in his first appearance of the season against Battle Creek, settled in, has pitched his next 4 2/3, just 1 earned run, struck out 5. Greiner facing 5, 6, 7 in the order. Drake Westcott, first baseman from Louisville, has him down 2-2. Side armor from Carl Albert State, looking for just to try and do a 1-2-3 inning. And what will happen is Westcott singles up the middle for a leadoff hit. They're going to get a runner for Drake Westcott. He was holding his knee during that hole at bat after every swing. See who Kenosha opts for. Michael Dallas is going to pinch run for Drake Westcott at first. Griner will now face Anthony Mangano. Mangano is 2 for 3, but is one out his last at bat. Grounded into a big inning-ending double play, as Ignatiak was able to get out of the trouble in that inning. Griner has the runner picked off in a rundown. The play is made. Pittsburgh is able to execute the rundown and get the pinch runner, Dallas, caught and out for out number 1. Oh, 1 the count to Mangano. Griner deals sidearm. Misses upstairs. 1-1. One is popped up on the left side in foul territory. Jared Miller battling the wind and is able to make the catch for the second out. And Griner to pitch a 1-2-3. Will face Antonio Brown his first at-bat after pinch running for Nick Iannatone in the 7th. Antonio Brown with a 167 average, 4 hits and 24 at-bats. Showed bunt, but took a ball outside. Shows bunt again, pops it up. Griner will make the catch on the mound and end the inning. So we go to the 9th. Pittsburgh's trailed by 4, needing a miraculous comeback here on Pittsburgh Radio. Top of the ninth here in Kenosha. Traverse City down to their final 3 outs as Hunter Tabb hits a fly ball to left. First pitch of the ninth results in the first out as he gets under it too much and Mangano puts it away. Trey Truitt, the third, now in for his 4th at-bat. He is struck out in all 3 appearances. All 3 on breaking balls from Clark Candiotti. Now facing Jacob Gehring. Truitt with the hat trick on the day, 3 Ks. Fouls fastball back here. Truitt was chosen as the game's beer batter here in Kenosha, where he strikes out. Fans get buy one, get one on beer. And they made the correct choice. He's went down 3 times. Gehring in his 3rd inning, he's got 2 strikeouts, got both of those in the 7th. Has allowed 1 base runner, a leadoff single in the 8th by Smallwood. But the Pittsburghers unable to move him off of first. They trail by 4 in the 9th. Fastball in the outside corner by Gehring. And Truitt, with 3 strikeouts, could wear the golden sombrero if he gets put down again. Two and two from Gehring. And he hits one to deep left field. At the wall, a running, leaping catch by Mangano to rob Truitt of extra bases, and there's 2 away in the 9th. Traverse City down to their final out. They'll need a large 2-out rally. It's possible. I mean, last night the first 4 batters in the 8th inning all got hits. They had 5 hits in the inning. The first out was a sac bunt between the first 6 hitters. Could happen, but it's got to be the bottom of the order that has not produced a base runner today. Truitt, Holtink, and Summerhill, bottom 3 in the lineup right now, combined 0 for 10, 6 strikeouts. Holtink down 0-1. He struck out twice and popped out in foul ground to the first baseman. Another breaking ball by Gehring in for a strike. Holtink down to his final strike, as are the Pittsburghers. Oh and 2. 0-2 from Jacob Gehring. Tries another curveball. 3 in a row. That one misses low. An easy take for Holtink. One ball, 2 strikes. Gehring into the windup and deals. And strike 3 called. Just watch strike 3 on the outside corner. 3 strikeouts in the game for Holtink. Pittsburghers fall 4-0 to Kenosha. The only runs produced on a grand slam hit in the bottom of the 7th by Jacob Tobias. A routine fly ball any other park in the league, but here a grand slam. Game 2 is at 6:35 Central, 7:35 Eastern time. Until then.